Hey everybody,
It's
Twin Soul Poets. We are your go-to couple for love and relationship advice.
Dope spoken word poetry.
And uplifting content, even when we have technical difficulties.
Yes, some major technical difficulties, and we are here though. We are live, and we're going to give a few minutes for our audience to sort of readjust. We had to change our link for some reason. The first video that we made wouldn't let us go live, so
but here we are. We've made it, yes. So we'll give it a second. I'm actually going to see if I can get it to pick up here too, so I can do the messaging. Let's see.
So we got some goodness coming up for you guys today.
Oh, we got some love. Hello, welcome. Oh yes, you guys are finding your way here. Good. Okay, so it worked. I'm glad that this worked out. Yeah, that was just, technology. This is a part of it. Sometimes it's going to be funky, but I mean, it's still amazing that we can connect with you guys right now. We love it. This has become a thing we look forward to.
It is.
And if you want to keep seeing us on Sundays, you already know this group coaching is coming up, because that is going to be replacing this time, and we're going to be doing our private group coaching opportunity. So really excited about that too.
Yes. Anyone here? I don't know how to say. I guess that's another language greeting, but from Fusun. But yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to our Sunday live meditation, where we are magnetizing love. We are becoming magnets for love. We are energizing collectively, using the power of collective focus, the creative power of focus, to amplify and energize each other's intentions for love, for just creating like those warm, lovey feelings in your life, bringing that in, really activating it. And the group consciousness is such a powerful way to do that. So that is one reason why we've been so excited to start a group coaching program, because the same kind of energy that we're using and creating in these live meditations, that's what we're wanting to do in the group coaching. And this is really just kind of like a preview of what we got coming there, and it will be so much more engaged, so much more active, to where everyone in the group actually really gets to participate, really gets to sort of share and speak things into the space. We'll be doing those on Zoom actually, so we'll be able to see each other, and we'll end after 6 weeks of processing, really be kind of like a close-knit family group. Blessings to all. Blessings to you, Karen. Welcome to everyone. Hello, Hannah. Hannah is a familiar face who's been on here regularly.
So Hannah is so committed. I love it. We have a couple of people who have been here every week, and it just makes us really happy. So thank you for being here. And to anybody new, thank you for being here. If you've kind of been peeking in on the lives and you've been wondering what's going on, we just create a space where we can really hold space for each other's visions. And in this case, especially around love and relationships. And I was just reading something earlier that inspired me. I think we should center a video around this, but it's the concept of finding a union within yourself before you're wanting to have a union with somebody else. But that continues even into the relationship. I was just thinking about it for you and I. It's like that doesn't stop just because you're in a relationship. We get the opportunity to continue to balance within ourselves, find more wholeness within ourselves, because that only amplifies and just brings more richness to the relationship. It deepens it, and it's so powerful that it always comes back to self. And then that it's like you individually feed yourselves and bring all this growth to yourself, and then when you come together, it's that much better. So it's like, I want to inspire you all to start thinking about that now, even before you're in a relationship. It's like, and Hamilton guide the meditation
Yeah.
again today, which is exciting. He's going to be focusing on that. How can you enrich your own vision of yourself in order to show up in the best way possible for this person who is on their way to you? Because that doesn't end when you meet. And then the more that you cultivate that and make that a practice within yourself before the relationship, the better your relationship is going to be.
It honestly is building a very valuable relationship skill. And you know, like Ingrid said, it doesn't just stop when you come together with somebody else and you're in a partnership, you're in union. Like, you know, I think it's a very common sort of like trap or something that in any relationship to fall into when you start like doing this projecting thing, right? Like where if you're having some kind of disturbance within yourself, it's easy to start blaming whoever's around you, right? And when you're in an intimate relationship, a lot of times your partner can become like the blame or the scapegoat of like any kind of emotional disturbance you're having within yourself. I don't like that you're doing this. I don't like this and this. And a lot of time, right, Ingrid was saying, you've already built that muscle of self-reflection, self-inspection to go within and be like, wait a second, like this thing that I'm upset about, is it really about them or is it about me? Or is there some opportunity for me to grow in this situation? Is there some opportunity for me to not take things personally, not assume, not or communicate better, you know, whatever it may be, like all of those things become such a valuable toolkit to use in deepening your relationship, improving your relationship, and also improving your relationship with yourself. Like just being able to better equip yourself to deal with life on life's terms. You know, it's all really valuable tools. So that's yeah, something we'll be thinking about today. This is Hannah saying the redirection of discernment has been a huge highlight from her this week. Yeah, and like I said, this is like such a common. It's like one of the most human things that we can do, right? So it's important not to like beat yourself up about it, but you know, just like we said, like start building that muscle of just sort of asking questions to yourself, looking in the mirror and asking some questions, going a little bit deeper, being like, do I, you know, is my knee-jerk reaction to the situation the best or, you know, most productive way to react? And can I start, you know, changing my habits or like
right? How can I do it better?
Can I even see this from the lens of love, like see this situation from a different perspective, maybe a higher perspective? And
it's such a great thing to start thinking about now, guys. Like I can't emphasize enough. And I think we had some awareness of that before we came together, but a lot of that work has been done in the relationship, and that's been our path. But even just now, I mean, and we've been together in some form for 10 years now. And I'm really getting inspired again to start coming back to, if I'm wanting our relationship to always continue to grow, which I do, we've made a commitment to that together, then I really want to recommit to my inner growth and to recommit to feeding myself and everything so I can show up as the best person I can for him as well. So it's really exciting. If you guys have any questions, I just want to give a little space for that. Any thoughts, ideas, things that have happened this week for those of you who were taking part in the meditations for the past week or so, or the past few weeks. We love to hear what things you've noticed, if you've had any cool synchronicities, anything you've learned from showing up every week, anything you've gained, anything that you want to share, or just anything in general for those new people in here. Tell us where you're from.
And also like a reminder, a really great way to contribute to the channel to help us, you know, to show support, show thanks to us, all of the content that we're creating on this channel. If anything has really inspired you, if anything you feel like has really like added great value to your life, the super chat is a great way to show that appreciation, to help our growing channel grow even more. And any super chat intentions, if you share an intention for love, a vision for love that you're trying to create in this meditation with us, those super chat intentions we will vocalize out loud. We will share in the space, making it a part of the meditation that we're doing today, which is powerful again because of that power of collective intentioning and collective focus, to have the whole group actually visualizing and focusing for your specific intention can be really powerful and really can be a great way to amplify those intentions. So that is one way that you can engage here. The super chat button, it's got a little $ down at the bottom of the chat. And
got someone from the UK here in this lifetime. I love that. This lifetime, it's the UK. That's awesome. We've worked with several people in the UK, which is really awesome. I just love, that's one of the things I love about this, is we've literally connected with people all over the world. So it's really cool to know where everybody's from. And it's also really cool to know that we just kind of intuitively picked a time that seems to work for a lot of different people. You know, we've had people literally across the world who have been able to come in at our time, which is Eastern Standard, and be here, which is really, really cool.
Yes. So hopefully people who have been showing up to these live chats, you've heard information about our group coaching session. Once again, many of you have gotten emails about it. Be sure to sign up this week, because the program is set to launch that's next Sunday, right? February 5th. So there's only 1 week left, and we have 10 spots available. So make sure you get your spot. You don't want to miss out on this. It's going to be really, really powerful, you guys. So I think we're ready to jump into our meditation tonight.
Wow, it's nearly 10 p.m. there. We got a comment that this person assists newly awakened and those on the twin flame journey. That's awesome. That's what we love, connecting with people who are all about awakening into people's wholeness, people's awareness, into more love. So welcome. This is so awesome. We also are on Facebook too. We just put up our short there talking about the course. So be sure to go check that out and follow us on Facebook if you haven't already. But I think, we'll get started. For those of you who are new, we always start by getting into the heart space first. We really believe that anything that you're wanting in your life, anything you're wanting to create, is much more powerfully accessed when you're doing so from your heart space. And I think it's amplified. I think it happens faster. I think it happens in more synchronistic ways when you take the time to do it from a heart-centered space. The mind and the intellect is great, and it's a useful tool, but I really feel like in order to tap into our intuitive selves, especially when you're talking about divine relationships and soulmates and twin flames, you really want to come from the heart, right? Because that's a loving exchange. So I invite you all to just kind of put your technology in a place where maybe it's a little distance from you, so you can just get relaxed, get comfortable. And to turn off your notifications and all that for a moment. Just take this time for yourself to really get into a meditative space, to allow yourself to have some stillness right now, because there's a lot of kinetic energy around us, and it's important to just take some time to be still, because I think that way when you go back into life, you can have a lot more discernment in terms of the things that are going on around you. Yes. So and someone's mentioning about being empathetic. That's another reason we want to take this time to get still, because when people who are empaths, it's so easy to be picking up on, and if you're not careful, taking in all of this energy. And then when you're wanting to create something like a relationship or love in your life, it's important to make the space for that. And this is what we're going to do now. And then Hamilton is going to guide us through a really awesome meditation to bring in that divine loving energy and connect with this energy of this person who's coming into our lives, right? So let me get this started. All right. So I'm inviting you all to get into your body a little bit and start just noticing your breath. And for me, as I start breathing, I like to scan my body and just notice if there's anywhere that there's tension, discomfort. You might want to move around a little bit. Maybe your neck is stiff, or you notice that you're holding your breath or holding your shoulders. Anything, just invite you to just scan a little bit. Breathe into those spaces. One thing I also like to do is on my out breath, if I notice any tension or stress, I like to make noise because it releases that. I like to and don't be shy. You're in your own space, most likely. Just allow whatever sounds, whatever release, whatever worries, stress, concerns. Am I ever going to have a relationship? I have to do all these things today. Whatever it is, just breathe them out. And let all of this energy around you, this conscious energy, just transmute it. knowing that it's not just being thrown out into the world. We're not throwing this energy out. We're putting it out so it can be transmuted and come back to us as something that can feed us, enlighten us, and uplift us. Just let it go. Just for a few minutes today, just let yourself be completely present, completely in this process. Hamilton and I have found from working with people over time that the people who have the most powerful results, the most powerful experiences with this work are the ones who don't particularly have any expectations of what has to happen, but are open to what could happen. They're open to what wants to come through. They're open to the insights and the experiences that they have. So try today to just be open, to trust that this is a high vibrational, loving space. This is a space that is safe to express, a place that's safe to feel. We're not spiritually bypassing. We're feeling, we're allowing, but we're doing so in a space with people who are very supportive, who have very similar goals and visions and dreams as you, and who are upholding your visions right now. And just take another deep breath and a gentle release. And return to just a natural, normal breath. And begin to pay attention to the beating of your heart. Can you feel it pumping in your chest? So naturally, one of the first parts of you that awakened, even before you were born, the heart. Full of intelligence and knowing and wisdom when we get still enough to listen and then to follow the things that it whispers to us. For me, the heart never feels like a demanding energy. It feels like a knowing energy, where sometimes my thoughts may feel demanding or overwhelming. Whenever I tune into my heart space, it feels very still, peaceful, patient. And when I'm doing something or thinking about something that I love, I can feel fullness. When people say, oh, my heart could burst, it's just that all this love is pouring forth because you are in alignment with what you're meant to be doing or feeling, your passions or a person or an experience. Your heart will let you know. Now I want you to imagine that you can look down into your heart. So this is taken from a bit of a Taoist practice that I learned from a friend of ours named Jade Lotus. She is a Taoist teacher. And one of the things that they'll do is smile to their hearts, which literally means smiling, put a gentle smile on your face and send that smiling energy into your heart. They use this inner smile to heal the body, to heal organs, and to always center into the heart before practicing any Taoist practices. So just smile to your heart, and as you do so, imagine you could look down, in through your body and down into your heart. And notice if your heart quickens or changes pace or relaxes or slows down when you pay attention to it. Does it feel like there's an awareness that your heart is being acknowledged? And before we go into Hamilton's meditation, I just want you to imagine yourself literally sitting inside the chambers of your heart. If your heart was a room, what would it look like? And as you sit there, I want you to think of one question, one idea, something that's been on your mind, something that you've been trying to figure out, something that you want to know. And I want you to ask that question literally to your heart. So it may be, what do I need to do to prepare myself for love? When might this person be coming? How can I become a more loving person in preparation for love? whatever question, those are just examples, but whatever question, it doesn't even have to do with relationships necessarily. It could just be something that's been on your mind because, as we say, everything connects to everything. It's not compartmentalized. So any improvements you do are going to touch on other areas of your life. So I'll give you a moment just to ask this question, and then I just want you to receive and trust whatever comes up, whatever answer arrives for you. When you get that answer, just breathe it in, breathe into it. If you notice you were holding your breath or became tense, know that that's the ego that starts to think, how am I going to do that? Or what does that mean? Or I don't know how to process this answer. Just breathe into that. Center back into your heart, because that's the head, that's the mind, that's the ego that always has to try to figure it out. And just be with the answer. See the answer. And as this answer, this response from your heart resonates, we're going to go into this meditative practice with Hamilton. And he is going to guide you and me into this powerful vision of ourselves.
All right. Now, as we are all sitting here in the comfort, quiet, peaceful stillness of your heart space, and all around you are the walls of your heart, just feeling into that peace, that knowing. And I want you to, if possible, if you need to open your eyes briefly to do so, go ahead and stand up. And then close your eyes again. And now we're just standing up inside this heart space. And I want you to look in front of you. I want you to see a screen in front of you in this heart space. It could be directly in front of you, it could be just to your left or to your right. See this screen in front of you. And on this screen, I want you to see a scene of your life. It could be the future, or it could be a memory from the past. But I want you to see and pull up on this screen a moment where you felt full, deep, soulful, loving connection with someone else. A moment in time that just filled your heart and your whole body with an almost overwhelming sense of love, being in love, passionately, joyously. Kind of love feels excited and safe at the same time. And you are so in love with this person, and you also can see them seeing you and feeling how loved you are and how good that feels to be loved and to be seen fully. See this scene in front of you on the screen. And as you should be standing up now, I want you to literally, if the screen is just to your right or left, or in front of you, I want you to turn towards it and literally take a step forward into that scene. So now you have stepped out of your heart space and stepped into this moment. I want you to feel this feeling of just joyous, deep, and true love. Where in your body do you feel this feeling? Notice where in your body you're really feeling this sensation. If you could give this energy, this feeling, a color, what color is it? For me, it's like a warm pinkish color. And I'm feeling it in my back, in my chest, my neck. So wherever it is that you're feeling it, wherever it is that you're feeling it in your body, whatever color it is for you, I want you to take that feeling and amplify this feeling that you're having in this moment. Charge it up and feel into it and deepen it and expand that, for me, pinkish energy, whatever color it is for you, expand that energy throughout your whole body and multiply it by 10. Until your whole body is just vibrating and radiating this feeling of deep, authentic, safe, and exciting love. Really tune into it and turn up the dial on that feeling. Turn up the dial on that, whatever color it is for you, sending it through your whole body and timesing it by 10 until you really feel it amplified that much. When you're ready, once it's fully turned on and really you can feel that feeling just fully amplified throughout your whole body, I want you to take whatever color energy that is. It's now radiating off of you. And I want you to step out of the scene, step back into your heart space. And you've carried this energy with you now. So I'm standing back in my heart space and my body still energized with this warm pink energy for me, whatever color it is for you. Body's now just humming with that energy. Now I want you, standing where you are in your heart space, I want you to see in front of you Almost like you just pulled it up in front of you, like you're holding it up in front of you. I want you to see a mirror. And in the mirror, you are looking at your higher self. Fully evolved, fully aligned, fully spiritually, physically, emotionally ascended version of you, the highest version of you. I want you to see that version of you looking back at you from this mirror. What color energy aura do they have? If you could give them an aura. What does their face look like? What does their body posture look like? And if you were going to give them a color for their energy, or where is that color energy radiating from them? Where do you see it coming off of them? You're just holding up this mirror and you're just looking at this higher version of yourself and feeling whatever color energy that is coming from them, and just connecting with it, feeling their presence. This higher version of you, this version has achieved and lived and embodies all the things that you desire to manifest, that you desire to attract, all the successes, all the dreams fulfilled. They're living it. They are that. They've done it. And they're looking at you with this kind of mischievous smile, telling you without words that you are the very same person who has achieved all these things, who has done all these things, who has manifested and attracted the perfect relationship, the most successful life. That is you. The same you that is sitting in meditation now is the same you that has achieved all those things. You are deserving of all of it right now. No achievement, no reward, no success that needs to be done to deserve it, because it is you. So I want you to take this mirror, remove the mirror, so place it to the side, and see this higher version of you standing right in front of you. And I want you to take one step forward and literally step into that higher self and become one with it, merge into this higher self. And as you step into that image of you, feel whatever color energy that you saw radiating off of them, feel that entering into yourself. And now you are standing in place as them. It is you right now. Notice if your body posture feels different. Notice if you feel any sensations in your body. Are you feeling a different kind of energy? Do you feel, can you give a color to that energy? How are you feeling now? Here we are, standing in our heart space as our higher self, in this place of deep inner peace, and knowing now that whatever question you asked at the beginning of this, you already know the answer. Knowing now that in this place, you can return at any time to your heart space and connect with this version of you that has already attracted the exact relationship that you want, that is already embodying the kind of love that you want in your life. You're giving that love to yourself, to everyone you meet. That is your essence. The lens which you see life through and experience life through. With this deep and peaceful knowing and this radiating energy that has really supercharged us, we're ready to come back to the space knowing that we are now supercharged, almost as if we are a magnet for love, because we are radiating that same love. And the universe is ready to send us more of what we have been asking for. It's ready to send us more of these experiences that give us more of this feeling and energy that we have generated now within ourselves. When you're ready, begin to come back to space, wiggling your fingers and toes, opening your eyes when you're ready. If anyone has an intention that they would like to share in this space, a specific intention, a specific vision that they would like to be energized by all of the higher self versions of every heart and soul that has joined us on this live meditation or is joining us in another now by watching the video of this retroactively. If you would like to have your specific vision energized by the group, now is the time to share that in the super chat for Ingrid and I to read it out loud, to speak it into being, because the words that we speak do have power. And speaking our prayers and intentions out loud is the first step to bringing it into being, to bringing it into creation, into reality. We can start by saying thank you out loud. I see some thank yous in the space. I say thank you to all who have shown up. I said thank you to the universe for hearing, receiving, and responding to my visions, my prayers, my intentions, including the intention for all of those who join us as our audience, who watch our content, to have all of their visions for love brought into reality in this now. I said thank you. So it is.
That was really nice. Thank you. That was so powerful. It was a powerful meditation.
Yes.
You're welcome. If anybody wants to make any comments or thoughts about that experience, please do share. And I want to give a minute to do that. I think I learned something. I was in a live workshop recently, and I realized that sometimes we'll might ask a question and then not give enough time to type it. So we'll give you a little time to just type any thoughts, insights. We'd love to hear what people experience. We've had people share some really
Yeah.
interesting things.
Would love to hear how stepping into your higher self felt. Did you feel are you feeling a different energy now? What was the aura color of your higher self?
I will share too. For me, I felt the energy when you're talking about the energy, see where the energy is. It was definitely in my chest, which I think also relates to a lot of times I notice I'm sitting like this, and sitting like this, I definitely feel a lot closer with my higher self version. So that felt really good. And it did feel like I noticed myself sitting straighter. And you had two colors. The first color, in the vision that came up, and I did mine specifically for something I'm wanting to create. Because obviously I have a relationship. But I saw yellow, which makes sense. It's one of my favorite colors. And then for the vision of my higher self that is me, it was like a kind of powerful blue, like an electric-y kind of blue, almost like a purpley blue color.
My higher self color was that kind of electric blue as well,
which surprised me because I wasn't sure what I was going to see, but I could definitely feel it resonating through the end of the meditation. And then when we stepped out and when we came back, I did feel a lot more like that person. And I think that's a really great thing to remember, is that at any time throughout the day, and I don't remember where I heard or read this, but you can kind of ask, what would my highest self do? What would the person that I'm wanting to become? What would the person who's in the relationship of my dreams do from day to day, from the time I wake up and put my feet on the floor to the time I go to bed? You have a series of choices that you make throughout the day, and what and how you do things are decisions that you can make, and even the thoughts that you're thinking or the things that you're focusing on. Are you listening to a bunch of really depressing music about love? Is that something that you would most likely be doing if you were in a relationship that you were so excited to be in, and an energy of being appreciated and respected and seen? Maybe, but maybe not. And that's something that you can check in with throughout the day. And it really does, I think, if you're looking at a quantum idea of all these layers of reality, the more you do that, it's the more that those layers come closer and closer. And then at some point, you're fused with it and you're living it.
Yeah, you start to become clear on what actions, what words, what thoughts, what behaviors that version of you would be doing. You sort of naturally start to access how you would live your life as that version of you, the more that you can step into it now and just practice embodying it now.
Anna says, I can feel energy flowing through the balls of my palms. Also vivid blue. Cool. It's coming in and out at the same time. It's nice. Yeah, I think Hamilton was mentioning, what do you feel physically? Sometimes it's you can actually feel the energy shifting in your body, which is cool, because it's the energy, I think, is the first thing to respond. One of the last things to respond is the physical, because I think that's the densest area of things, right? But when you start to feel things shifting and moving on an energy level, it's showing that you're going in the right direction. If you continue to let that energy flow, eventually you start affecting the physical dimension, I think, of things. And I've seen so many times where that's been true, where it's the idea of feeling it first, and then it will show up, and not the reverse, waiting for it to show up to feel good.
Yeah. I think bringing it into your body is a really powerful way to integrate some of these higher chakra. We've been tapping into our visions, into our higher chakra realms, and to bring it into your physical body is a really powerful way to start seeing it.
Comment is, I feel fifth chakra, which should be throat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. So maybe
throat chakra is blue.
That's about speaking your truths, speaking love, speaking your affirmations of what you're creating. Or is there something that you're wanting to share and say that you haven't shared yet? Is there someone that you want to tell that you have feelings for that you haven't shared yet? Just explore that, sit with that, sit with what your throat chakra is wanting to express, because that's our means of expression, right? That's where we give all of our points of view and opinions and creative ideas.
Karen had an exhilarating experience, feeling that rose pink energy.
Oh, I want to say this is cool. It says, as someone who finds meditation almost unachievable, that was perfect for myself. Excellent. So what a great feedback. Like, guys, feedback like that is so helpful, because then we better know what things to focus on. And we've had this happen before where people are like, I usually can't meditate, I usually can't visualize, but you guys made it easy. Like, I think it's just because we flow with the moment. And also, we always mention this, whatever energy of people is here informs how this goes. Like, this energy will never be the same again. Even if the same people are here next week, everyone will have had a different experience of the week that makes them show up in a different way. So this is a really special energy that will never be repeated. So I think it's really cool when we get feedback like that, that people feel like we helped them just connect to what was already inside them.
And I'm really happy that you guys got some good stuff out of it. And again, this is just a preview of what we will be doing in our group coaching program, which is set to start next Sunday. And there are a limited amount of spots available. So definitely, like Ingrid put in the chat, email us at h.i.twinsouls@gmail.com to be able to get into this very exclusive group. And we'll be doing exercises weekly like this with the group, except for instead of on YouTube Live, we'll be in a Zoom meeting where our entire group will really be engaging with each other. We will be utilizing specific exercises that Ingrid and I have been using with our private coaching clients, again, from all over the world, from UK to India to Estonia, Canada, all over the US. We've worked with so many different people and been getting so much amazing feedback from these exercises that we do. Everything in our coaching, we bring into the practical right now, exactly like the meditation that we did today, where you can really begin to feel this energy in your body. Every exercise, every week, we will do some kind of exercise that makes these concepts tangible and real for you, whether you're taking something that you've written home or you're actually activating the concept that we're talking about in the moment. We always try to make our coaching practical in that way. And this group coaching will be doing that and using some of these exercises that have been tried and true. But also, what I'm so excited about is activating and utilizing this group creative power of focus, to where we can all focus together as a group on each other's intention to just amplify those intentions even tenfold. And it really does work. Ingrid and I have done this personally with friends, groups of ours, getting together and sharing intentions on a regular basis and seeing things happen. I'm telling you, this thing works, man. If you've ever seen anything about like Lynn McTaggart's book about the power of 8, there is a real power in shared focus and shared attention. Focus is one of our most powerful creative tools as human beings. It's why we can visualize and see things in meditation and start to see them, or put them on a vision board and start to see them come into being. It's how that law of attraction thing works. And when we can focus together as a group, man, it really pops off.
Perfect example here. I love, someone is making a comment that they're still learning English and writing is difficult, but they're sending love. And I love the response that it's okay, just tap into the energy. Like, this is just an example, the kind of support that people give in this space, but that's exactly it. At the bottom of what we're offering, at the core of what we're offering, it's energetic. It's something that you're actually going to be living. It's experiential. So yes, we'll do exercises, we'll write, we'll talk, but ultimately it's about embodiment. And how does it feel in your body? And how's the experience of connecting with the soulmate or twin flame? Like, what does that actually feel like? What does it feel like to live it? What does it feel like to maybe try some different practices like a feng shui, arranging your room to get the energy flowing better for your visions of love, like things you're actually going to be hands-on doing. And I am very excited about that process, because it's something that we can't do here, because we literally have to be able to see each other and to be able to have conversations, to be able to talk. And that's something we just can't do in live on YouTube. But it is something we will be doing in the group coaching. And it's like Hamilton said, it's something that we've done to create and manifest, not only for ourselves, but for our friends and people that we were close to, and amazing things happen. You know, my friend manifested a home, a beautiful home. We had people manifest plane tickets, travel, reuniting with family, like all kinds of things, healing, physical healing, healing in relationships, like just from coming together and really offering and holding this space for things to come about. And when you have, in this case, 9 other people, or, you know, including us, 12 or 11 other people that are all holding space for you, it's like it feels so good and so nourishing. Like it's hard to describe. It follows you throughout the whole week, and when you come back the next week, you'll have so much to share of how that energy was with you throughout the whole time.
Yes. So if you're interested, make sure to email us. Make sure to message us on Instagram is the other way,
or Facebook,
to get info on it. If you've already gotten the info and you were already interested, make sure you sign up. This week is the time to do it.
And if you have any questions for us, if you've already gotten information, you have any questions, feel free to reach out for that. All of the information should be there. We try to be as thorough as possible, but if there's anything missing or anything you weren't certain about, you can send us an email and we'll get back to you right away.
Yeah. Thank you guys for showing up for yourselves, for showing up for love. The work that we do in these spaces is powerful and has ripple effects beyond what we can even imagine, I believe. So thank you. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.